Hey folks, Crazy Clown Radio here again. And this time we're going to look at game number 8 in our 20 from 1987 series. And this is the first sequel to Bubble Bobble. And the full name of this game is called Rainbow Islands, The Story of Bubble Bobble 2. This was created by Taito. And this game is really quite cool. It has fantastic music. The feel is very similar to Bubble Bobble, except that this time you are the human form of Bub or Bob. You are not the bubble-breathing dragons anymore. And there's kind of a crappy look at the control panel, or at least part of it, sorry. But there's an 8-way joystick and a fire button. And there is also a jump button. The fire button shoots rainbows. And the rainbows are not only your projectile, but they are also your means of ascending higher on the screen. And this time the screen will scroll upwards vertically. And not only that, but this game is not two-player simultaneous play, unfortunately, like Bubble Bobble was. You alternate turns if you play two-player. But the second player will be Bob, as they were in Bubble Bobble, Bub and Bob. But this is your human form. Just because you're changed back to human doesn't mean you have nothing to do. You have a whole new task, and you want to free all these other people from being dragon forms. But we're going to go ahead and get started. There are 7 different islands on which you must try to uncover a giant diamond. And as I said before, you have these little rainbows that you shoot. You can kill your enemies that way, and if you put a rainbow over them and then touch the rainbow to knock it down and kill them, they can turn into a small diamond. And the small diamonds are what you want to collect. You want to collect 7 of them. That way you will be able to get the giant diamond. And there are 4 parts of each island. And if you fail to get the giant diamond from the 4 parts of the island, you will not be able to get the best ending, and you will not be able to play the whole game. And note, when you get to the top, a treasure chest opens up and you get all sorts of little bonuses. There are a ton of hidden cool things in this game. I really like this. I think this is a fantastic sequel. It is very difficult to get used to the rainbow climbing, as it were. Sometimes you'll move too fast. You have to really be careful, otherwise you're going to probably fall down. You won't die, you'll just scroll back downwards and lose some time. You are not timed per se, but if you do take too long, then the screen will start to flood, and you will die if you get washed over with the water. You are also a one-hit kill if you touch an enemy or their projectiles. See, it says hurry, and I've got to hurry up. But what you want to do is try to put a rainbow over the top of an enemy and then jump on it to knock it down. If you run into a rainbow as it is, you will start to climb up it or walk up it. Now, if you need to make a bridge of rainbows, then it's a good idea to just walk up halfway, so that you're at the top of the rainbow, and then make another one. There will be potions that you can collect, which will allow you to make double rainbows, or even triple rainbows if you collect it again. There will be hidden goodies that you can uncover with your rainbows. There will be food items. There are other helpful power-ups, like the shoes. Oops, the shoes were seen in Bubble Bobble, and they speed you up. You have a short time that you're invincible after you lose a life and return to the screen. Hey, look, I got all 7 small gems, or diamonds. And once you do, they all start glowing. That means that if you beat the boss, and yes, there is a boss fight at the end of every island, if you beat the boss, you will get the giant diamond. And collecting the giant diamond, I think I mentioned that before, if you collect them all 7 of them, then you will be able to make it through the rest of the game. If you don't, crap, let's get out of here. Shoo! You don't die if you touch the water, but if it starts to wash over you, you're dead. But yeah, you need to collect the 7 giant diamonds to be able to make it through the rest of the game. And there are 7 islands with 4 parts each. That's 28. But once you reach the 7th one, and if you have gotten all the big diamonds, then you will uncover 3 more islands. So that's a total of 40 areas. It's a long, involving game, and I love the music here. This is a rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and there I got an extra life. You get an extra life at, I think, 100,000 points and maybe 20,000 points. I can't remember exactly. But here is the first boss, and it's a giant spider. Now you're pretty safe if you stay in the far bottom right corner and just sling a rainbow at him when he comes into range of a rainbow. Pretty easy. And now the treasure chest drops down. And don't forget to collect the giant diamond. And now we go to island number 2, and you'll see a giant diamond over the island that you have collected the giant diamond from. But yeah, it's some of the power-ups are stars, and they will scatter shrapnel that can nail other enemies. And you can get a diamond from either dropping a rainbow down on an enemy, or hitting them with a power-up like the star shrapnel. There will also be potions, and the potions can let you shoot double or triple rainbows. There are other little special items that are similar to in Bubble Bobble that can give you extra points if you jump. They can give you extra points if you shoot rainbows. They can give you extra points for just moving around. Just all sorts of cool little hidden things in this game, just like there were in Bubble Bobble. I prefer Bubble Bobble, but this is still very fun. As I was mentioning earlier, you hear Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz playing, or at least part of it. Whoops. But this was not heard in some of the home ports, and I'm guessing they couldn't get licensing for that. But seeing as Wizard of Oz is such an old movie, you'd think that that it would be public domain by now, but I guess not. I'm sorry if some of the gameplay looks a little stiff, or that that the recording is a little stiff. I could not help that. Maybe it'll fix itself out in YouTube or something, but that's something I couldn't help. Yikes. Yeah, will I make it? Oh my god. Nope. But yeah, on the 4th section of each island, you will face a boss, and you will just need to hit him with enough rainbows to kill them. Note that the warning that you get when the screen is going to start to flood, it happens earlier and earlier the later you get in the game. Yeah, it's tough to get used to the movement of climbing a rainbow. You have to not move too fast. Just get to like just push to the right and start climbing the rainbow. And once you get to the peak, shoot another rainbow and then move. But it's much harder to do when you've got the speed up shoes, or when you've gotten one of the potions that let you shoot 2 or 3 rainbows at once. There's also a potion that lets you shoot fast rainbows. But yeah, contact with any enemy or their projectiles will instantly kill you. Ways to get extra lives are either at certain point values, or maybe it's just 10,000 or 20,000, I can't remember, and 100,000, and that's it. But also, you can get an extra life from collecting all the small diamonds. Now, as in Bubble Bobble, where you could hold the jump button and jump on top of a bubble and keep on hopping upwards, you can do that with the rainbows. You can jump on a rainbow and hold down the jump button, and you'll continue to jump. But yeah, not holding down the jump button and jumping on top of a rainbow will knock it down. And it'll knock down any other rainbows below it. And any enemies below them will be killed. And you'll likely get some sort of power-up or a small diamond. But yeah, note how many food items are laying around on the ground. A lot of them. And again, using a special power-up or weapon, like the exploding star, will often result in a diamond or another power-up from the enemy killed. And I'm almost got that last diamond. But the diamond colors, you want to know what they are. There's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Ah, crap. Obviously, the game will go back to normal speed once you die after the warning. If you can happen to get those gems or those little diamonds in the right order, you can make a bonus room appear during the boss fight, and we'll look at that later. And now we're going to face this helicopter, this cutesy looking helicopter. Each of the islands has a neat little theme to it, and the first island's theme was Insect Island, and this was Combat Island. And then there's Monster Island, Toy Island, and there's an island based on Arkanoid, which is kind of cool. Another Taito game. But yeah, you can cause massive damage to a boss by having a whole bunch of rainbows dropped on them. And I did not get a giant diamond, unfortunately, so I cannot truly beat the game. There are 3 different endings. There's a bad ending where you did not get all the big diamonds. There's an okay ending where you did get all the big diamonds. But when you get to the 3 new islands, you need to collect a mirror instead of a big diamond. They have mirrors instead of big diamonds. And if you fail to do that, then you get the okay ending. But if you got all the big diamonds and then the 3 mirrors from the new islands, then you will get the best ending. Yeah, the music, the action is just fantastic. It's very worthy of the Bubble Bobble franchise. There was also was there a Bubble Symphony and Bubble Memories, and then there was, of course, here's a power-up that lets you get some sort of protective fairy that spins around you. Some power-ups that we didn't get to see yet. But yeah, I like the monsters in Monster Island. None of the enemies look particularly threatening. They're very cutesy. But there is also Doe's. It's called Doe's Island, and Doe was the final boss of Arkanoid. Then there is Robot Island and Dragon Island, and then the three new islands. Oops, game over. The three new islands are Magical Island, Darius Island, Darius, which is another Taito game, and then Bubble Island, which has Bubble Bobble characters. So I'm gonna put in my initials. I made it to the third island, and again there are 4 parts to each island. That's Rainbow Islands, and we're gonna look at a whole lot more on this game, and we're gonna look at least snippets of the remaining islands, including the boss fights. At this point, I put on invincibility cheat in MAME. Hope you had a great weekend. And there's another 1-up earned from getting all the small gems. But again, if you collect them in the right order, if you collect them in the order that would spell out ROYGBIV, and here's a vampire, the boss of Monster Island. If you spell them out in ROYGBIV, ROYGBIV, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, then you will get to go to a bonus room instead of have to face the boss. You can kill the boss and then go in the bonus room, but the bonus room is cool. That is where you can get a certain power up, and that power up will be permanent the rest of the game, even if you die. I think it's even permanent if you have to continue. Now, speaking of continue, I think past Island 5, you cannot continue. I think you will run out of lives, and then you will your game will end, and you can't continue. But this is Island 4, and this is called Toy Island. There's all sorts of coins. I guess these things that spin around are supposed to be clowns. It's hard to tell, they're spinning too fast. But I just love the level setup. It just kind of sucks when there's big long gaps. And there I've got wings, and there's a rare item that allows you to double jump in midair. But there are also little claw machine grips on this stage, right up there. It sucks when you have a long gap that you have to sling rainbows across, because you have to really be careful the way that you're crossing. Otherwise, you can accidentally knock your rainbows down and fall way down. And there's a giant spinning clown as a boss. And he's shooting out little clowns. But yeah, if you can set up a whole bunch of rainbows to knock down onto the boss, you can cause some major damage. Yeah, you can knock down their energy meter way down. Yeah, if you did not get a big diamond, then you will get a giant food item that's a lot of points instead. And hey, here's that Arkanoid level. I just love the level designs. Just the whole idea behind this game is terrific. If you own a Sega Master System or have a Sega Master System emulator, their port of Rainbow Islands is terrific. And there's Doh, D-O-H, the boss of Arkanoid, as a boss here. And he behaves pretty similar to the Arkanoid, to the way he behaves in the Arkanoid game. And there I've beaten him. And there I got a giant diamond. But any islands that you did not get a giant diamond in, that's going to affect your ability to progress past 7 islands. You're not going to be able to. And now this is Robot Island, and we'll see robots, and we'll see these screws and wrenches. I love the cute level design. This game just cracks me up. If you had a power-up that lets you shoot the red stars whenever you jump, or something like that, it'll be gone by the time you get to the boss. But there's a giant robot for the boss here. But again, if you collected all those gems in order, or those small diamonds, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, or I guess you can do it backwards, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. But if you collect those in that specific order, you will be able to skip the boss if you want. When you get to them, you'll see a door, and you can go in and get some bonus items. You will be timed in the bonus room, but you only have a couple items to pick up. There's another power-up. It's another protective rotating shield thing. And earlier we heard a little alarm go off at certain times, and there was a power-up that will let you know when you're near hidden food items that you can uncover for bonus points. Yeah, this game is so cute. And here's another power-up. I'm not sure what it was that I got, but it'll make giant money bags fall from the sky, and you can get them for lots of points. There's only a small number of them that'll appear, and this time we're facing a dragon. And we were on Dragon's Island, and the dragon boss here can breathe fire on you. And again, the islands are Insect Island, Combat Island, Monster Island, Toy Island, Doe's Island, Robot Island, Dragon Island, Magical Island, Darius Island, and Bubble Island. But we did not get to the last 3 islands, and here is the bad ending. These people that we could have freed by getting more giant diamonds from being bubble dragons, we're not going to be able to free them. Oh well. You don't get to start back on a certain island and try it all again. You have to start from the very beginning. Your game will end. See, there's the note from them saying, "Help us! We're still bubble dragons." This was not much seen in American arcades, but boy is it a great game. I have to include it on this 20 from 1987 list. I love the music in both Bubble Bobble and Rainbow Islands. And here's me collecting all the 7 giant diamonds. And now the 3 new islands pop up. But you have to have gotten all the giant diamonds before. And now this is a magical island. And I think there's like wizards and... Yeah, there's wizards and guys flying on clouds or something. It's just kind of weird. And we're just seeing snippets of these stages, and then me facing the boss. And again, as I was saying earlier, on these new islands, you don't collect giant diamonds, but you do still need to get all the small diamonds, all 7 small diamonds, and then you will collect a mirror for each boss that you beat, as long as you got all those small diamonds. And we have a devil that's throwing pitchforks. I'm not sure what's so magical about that on Magical Island, but whatever. We will see the okay ending and then the best ending in a little bit. And now this is Darius Island, based on the arcade game Darius by Taito, which was earlier in this 20 from 1987 series. It's got some music from the Darius game. And the boss is an enemy from Darius. And it's got that same warning, such and such enemy is approaching fast. And what were they called? Electric fan? This game is terrific. The only negative I can think of is just the difficulty learning how to climb the rainbows. There's a mirror over there. The equivalent of a giant diamond on these new islands. Hey, that sounds like Bubble Bobble. And that's because we are now on Bubble Island. And note that these bubbles are floating all around. You can ride those just like you did in Bubble Bobble by hopping up on them and holding down the jump button. And you can scroll vertically much faster that way. Unfortunately, you can also whack your head on enemies and kill yourself instantly that way. But if you can stay clear of them, then you can get through the levels very quickly. And note that when you take out a whole bunch of enemies at once, you can get a lot more points. And now we are facing an evil version of Bub, one of the bubble-blowing dinosaurs from Bubble Bobble. And now here we will face Baron von Blubba, I think was his name in the Japanese version of Bubble Bobble. And I think it was called Skelemonster. Maybe it was Skelemonster in the Japanese version, I can't remember for sure. But that's the ghost that attacks you if you take too long in Bubble Bobble. And it kind of tries to move after you in the same way that it did in Bubble Bobble. But yeah, try to set up a whole bunch of rainbows to drop on the bosses to take them out much sooner. Now, I did not get the mirror here, so we're going to see the okay ending. You grab this scepter, and then you have to scale vertically again. if you dawdle and touch this blood, gross, that starts to fill up the screen, you will lose all your lives, and your game will end. Doesn't that suck? Better get up there. See, you can't continue. Game over. But we will see me complete this now. And these, once you collect everything, then these, yeah, you can drop your rainbows onto food or sling your rainbows onto food, and you will be able to pick it up that way. Now, yeah, get on these blocks and move upwards quickly. Well, you can wait a little bit for the blood to almost catch up to you, but see, there's all those guys being chained up. And we have all 7 giant gems, but we have only 1 mirror. There is an extra cell, and I'm guessing that was for you. That's just my guess. Yeah, you can't free these guys. Oh well. The jails have been opened, but we are still... Well, you can free those guys, but you can't turn them back to human. They're trapped as bubble dragons. This game has hints, as Bubble Bobble did, on how to beat the game properly and get the best ending. And we'll see those hints later on. And now I'm just showing you the best ending here, where I've got all the giant diamonds, and I've gotten the 3 mirrors from the 3 new islands. And I will save all my friends here, or turn them all into humans again. By the power of the rainbow, they are all restored, and they all throw me up in the air happily. Yay! Well, that was Rainbow Islands, created by Taito, and it is the first sequel in the Bubble Bobble franchise. As I said, there was also like Bubble Memories, Bubble Symphony. Those might have been Japan only, though. But this was not seen much in American arcades, as far as I know. That's too bad, because it's a terrific game. This had numerous home ports. But, yeah, this really got kind of skippy here. Sorry, nothing I could really do about that. That was, stop it. That was, Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble 2. You get some nice bonuses for completing the game with the best ending. Stop it. I couldn't help that. Sometimes Bandicam, sometimes Bandicam will have little glitchiness in the sound or something. But that was Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble Part 2. And we're going to look at some tricks as well that you can do at the title screen. What a cute game. I enjoyed that very much. There's nothing special that you can get, I don't think, if you get 10 million points. But at any rate, that is Bubble Bobble, or Rainbow Islands 2, or Rainbow Islands, the story of Bubble Bobble Part 2. And there you see Bubble Bobble enemies at the bottom for the initial entry screen. And you get a little heart at the title screen for having beaten it properly. And there it is. There's the small diamonds you want to collect in that order: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Then you get to go to a bonus room instead of have to face the boss, or you can kill the boss and then go to the bonus room. But the bonus room is through a door that will appear, and there you see the door under where the chest is falling, because I already beat the boss there. But you can go in that door and you can get some special power-ups that will stay with you the rest of the game, even if you lose a life, or maybe even if you have to continue. There's the secret room, and there's shoes that are permanent. You will be sped up permanently, and then you just got to go out the door in time. And here we'll look at another secret room, and there's a potion, and that lets you sling 3 rainbows at once, I think, and that is permanent. But as long as you get to the bonus room, you can get those neat things. And now here's tricks. At the title screen, you can press these various joystick or button combinations, and we'll look at all of them, and you get some sort of cool effect. That will let you continue after Island 5. Otherwise, you don't get to continue. So you have to put that at the title screen here where the colors cycle through where it says Rainbow Islands. And there you see a little icon will appear if you correctly put in a code. And here's another code where it says 1P start. That just means player 1 start button, and you will have to put that in sometimes. And this lets you continue after Island 5, and all the hidden food that you encounter when you sling your rainbows in certain places, that'll turn into money bags, and that can make your score rise a lot quicker than normal, because they are at least 1,000 points apiece. And you see a little coin icon in the bottom left showing that is the that code is unlocked, that you will get money bags appear where hidden food items would normally be. Yeah, whenever you see those stars, use them to your advantage, because again, there's a hidden money bag, which was just food. Yeah, use the stars to your advantage, because they can automatically turn an enemy into a small diamond. There's another code, and this code will make the following effect happen. Fast rainbow potion. There is a fast rainbow potion. And then there's the red rainbow potion, which will sling 2 or 3 at once. And then here is another code. And the first button on the left is rainbow, and then the button on the right is jump. And this makes a hidden food turn into money bags as well. But it seems more lucrative with this trick than the other one that also lets you continue from Island 5 onward. And just look at my score start rising as I'm collecting a lot more money bags. And again, you get an extra life at I think it is 10,000 and 100,000. Yeah, look at my score rising big time. Yeah, I've already got an extra life. Wow, that was quick. Really nice code to use. But here's another code. And this one, I'm trying to remember what this does. Speed shoes. Not all the tricks seem to work. There's one coming up that is supposedly going to give you maybe it was 10 million or 100 million, I couldn't remember for sure, but it never seems to work. Yeah, I'd never seen this in arcades before. Yeah, here is a code, and this is... I think I said it gives you 1,000,000 points, but I think it was supposed to be more like 10 million or 100 million points to start with. Does not seem to work. It looks like you put it in correctly. There's a little icon, or there was some text at the bottom that said, yeah, like 100 million or something, score count. But when you play, it doesn't register, which sucks. So I put in a credit, press start. It says double zeros for my score. Let's get started here. Nope, doesn't work. Screw you. And now we're going to look at, these are the hints. This is the code for hint A. There are 3 hints, and they will have a little special music while they display. We'll put in the code here, and there will be a bunch of text telling you how to get the what to do in the game and how to get the best ending. This tells you about collecting the 7 diamonds in order to get the special bonus area to open up. And they call it Shilver. That's terrible. And this continues to play until you press one player start. And then here's another code, and this gives you hint B. And we'll see what the hint is basically. But it also has that same music while you read the text. And there's one of the protective fairies that spells out the text for you. And this tells you about the big diamonds that you can collect if you got all the 7 little diamonds. This is the key of the miracle power. And now we're going to look at hint C. And this tells you how to get the best ending, I believe. This tells you to collect all the 7 giant diamonds and then the 3 mirrors from the 3 new islands that pop up. Yep, the 3 mirrors. After the first miracle, get the 3 mirrors in another world. But that was Rainbow Islands, game number 8 in our 20 from 1987 series, created by Taito, first sequel to Bubble Bobble. Well, thank you very much for watching Rainbow Islands, and I hope you join me soon for my next video, game number 7. Bye-bye, folks.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind set